Thank you for joining me in this gentle practice session. We'll begin by getting really comfortable, lying back, so you can lie back and relax, maybe on your mat, maybe on the floor, maybe in your bed. Make sure your body feels comfortable. Your back is very happy. Maybe bend your knees if need be. And then invite your eyes to close. Set aside everything you've had to do to this point in your day. And begin to look inward. Let your breath pace grow a little smoother. Let your eyes be heavy. Let your lips come one to one. Take a swallow. Relax your tongue. And then begin to watch your breath grow a little bit wider, a little bit longer, so it's on purpose. Setting the stage for adding a little more. But there's no rush at all. If there's anything you could do to be more comfortable at this time, do it. Maybe that's bend your knees. Maybe it's moving the placement of your hands. Maybe it's changing a blanket around or a prop. And then settle back in, paying close attention to the inhale, letting that be your teacher. I'm your guide, but let your breath add and subtract as needed. It's not your mind, it's not your body. Let your breath teach you. So if you feel you've had enough time to contemplate your breath, to make it intentional, we'll slowly, if your legs are stretched out, you'll bend one knee at a time. Letting those footprints find their way to the mat or the floor or your bed. Gently sway those knees side to side, no pressure, maybe only a quarter of the way to each side. It's either the end of your day or the beginning of your day, so no strain. Be nice and easy on yourself. Gently side to side. When you finish up the set that you're on, bring those knees back to center and then give them a squeeze. Gently hug them in. Doesn't have to be too tight. If it would feel good to you to draw your forehead towards your knees, gently do that. If you're moving your head, gently set it back down. We'll all just sway it side to side, very easy. And then travel to happy baby pose. So for some, that'll mean the knees fall open by your sides. You'll take the bind of the outer edges of your feet. For others, you'll just let the knees open, taking the bind behind your thigh. That's fine. Perfect. Still breathing. If your breath pace changes, honor that. Maybe back away. If it intensifies, maybe you go just a little deeper. You know. Try and listen. That's all part of our practice. Trying to hear that inner voice, that knowing that's within you. knowing all is well, knowing the real you. Releasing whatever bind you have now, and just once again, hug those legs in. Now we'll take the bind of our hands around the right leg and knee, letting that left footprint come to the surface. And then stretch that leg out. So the left leg stretching out, right leg's hugging in. Then you're going to guide your ankle over to the top of that left thigh. Knees falling open, gravity's working with you. A gentle hip opener. If it feels like too much, maybe you put a block or a pillow under that right knee. If you need a little more, maybe you bend that left knee, drawing that leg in a little closer. Notice if your mind's wandering. Notice if your eyes have popped open. Maybe they can close again. And then just gently release. So if your leg was still stretched out, just uncross that right leg. If your knee's bent, the footprint finds the mat. You uncross that leg. All nice and gentle. Once again, hug both legs in. We'll keep the bind of our hands this time around that left leg. Nice. Stretch that right leg long. And then guide that left ankle to the top of the right thigh. Let that knee fall open. Assess the comfort. Do you need some support there? Moving a block or pillow or even a tucked blanket under that leg if need be. Especially now, but really all the time, be very kind to yourself. If you need a little more, bend that right knee, draw those legs in closer. Opening up the hip, nice and easy. And when you feel you've been about as long as the other side, slowly, if your knees bent, you'll stretch it out. You'll uncross those legs. Stretch the legs out long once again. Notice any change. Might be with your mind, your attitude, could be with your breath, might be your hips. And then let's bend one knee at a time. So the soles of the feet begin to touch what's ever underneath you. And then we'll hug the legs in once again. You've done it before. Set those footprints down now. Let your hands rest on your body, elbows nestled in, nice and tight. Nice and tight. We're going to press into the feet, gently on the back of the head, the shoulders, and press into those feet as you lift your hips up. Bridge pose. Your hands will just be resting on your body. You'll feel your body breathing. You'll feel the body lift. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower back down to your mat. Nice and easy. Do this one more time when you're ready, on your own. No rush. Take 3 breaths. And then gently find your way back down. Then let the knees fall open. And then let your hands still rest on your body. The soles of your feet are touching. Maybe breathe a little deeper. And then when you let the breath out, make it like you're blowing out your birthday candles, stimulating the vagus nerve, then breathing in like you're smelling roses, breathing out gently through your mouth like you're blowing out candles. One more set. Nice. Find your way to your natural rhythm. Draw those knees in. Then extend them back out. Let them come a little ways apart. Shavasana. Take rest. Take rest. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the studio very soon. Namaste.